Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today we're here to talk about Miss Kim Kardashian. I had quite a few thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so Kim Kardashian needs no introduction. I am confident in saying that. She did a video, or she did an interview with Variety a couple days ago, and this clip has gone absolutely viral. Everyone is reacting to it, stitching it, making parodies of it, everything in between. And while I appreciate the comedic aspect that some people are taking, because some of the videos are very funny if you've seen them floating around TikTok or Instagram, but there's a more serious side of this, and that's what I want to talk about. Because as you guys know, I have shared my prior experience working in different environments with different kinds of people. And sometimes you have to get through tough situations to come out and get on the other side to better your work environment. They talk a little bit about the show. Obviously, Keeping Up with the Kardashians was a huge part of their life. And for whatever reason, because they are the face of the companies that they are running, I use that term very lightly because they had a huge step up. They had a huge advantage over what a lot of other people are given in life. So now they're at the part of the interview where they're asking what her advice would be for women in business. So let's listen.
My advice for women in business is you just have to do what you're actually passionate about, because if you don't have passion in it, it's not easy, regardless of how it looks. And I think people see things with instant gratification because of social media, that they think it just comes easy to people. It doesn't, especially if you want something long term.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people.
Right out of the gate, get your ass up and work is something that obviously a lot of people are not going to resonate with that, because let's talk about people who want to work, but they're not able to do what they really want to do. Okay, I will use myself as an example right now. I wanted to stay in the cosmetics industry. When I worked for MAC Cosmetics, I wanted to stay and further my experience and my time within the beauty space, in the beauty realm. But it wasn't paying me what I needed to pay bills. It was literally not, and I'm not even talking about feeding a lifestyle. I'm talking about literally being able to afford a small apartment and pay my bills. It was not doing that for me. So while I was passionate about makeup and makeup artistry when I worked for MAC, I also recognized that, okay, I can stay here and continue to be passionate, or I can go somewhere else that's actually going to allow me to get to the next step in my life, which was being able to have a house. Like, I was still living with my dad at that point in time. For her to say, get your ass up and work, is very rich coming from Kim Kardashian. Kim and her entire family had a huge advantage that a lot of people don't have, and that is they came from wealth, first of all, like from kids. Her father was a very, very wealthy man who left his fortune behind when he unfortunately passed away. So the financial aspect of that is already a huge piece. Then they were able to capitalize off of sharing their life with the world on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And from that success, and I'm not even going to talk about her sex tape, because that to me was not what made her famous. Her time on Keeping Up with the Kardashians is what really, skyrocketed her to fame. Did people know about her from her sex tape? They did, but Keeping Up with the Kardashians would not have been on air for as long as it was if it wasn't successful. Being able to transition from a few years into Keeping Up with the Kardashians to being able to open up these businesses, they started with a makeup line. They've done all kinds of sponsored content and commercials that obviously carried all of them through to be able to open up these businesses. But let's also talk about the success of Kylie Cosmetics. If Kylie was not able to white label ColourPop Cosmetics, then her brand would not have been what it is. Let's be honest. And let's not ever act like any of these women are sitting behind a desk 9 to 5, managing people and acting like human resources. I have a ton of respect for people who build their business from the ground up. And what I think of building from the ground up would be doing a small startup company and growing that into a really successful business where you are not only able to act as human resources, but you're also a manager and you're also any one of the team members at any point in time, because you know your business A to Z. You might be in distribution one day, you might be cleaning the bathrooms the next day. Someone who builds their business from the ground up is not above any of those roles within their own business. A boss is someone who says, go do the work, but a leader is someone who says, I'm going to do the work with you. And that's something that you hardly ever see out of people in the corporate world. They're not willing to stand next to you and do the work with you. They want to give out instructions and demands of what they want done, and they expect it to be done by people that are beneath them.
That want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work.
If you're this
When she talks about toxic work environments, that is detrimental to people because toxic work environments are so normal. Unfortunately, it's a part of a lot of offices. And whether you're in an office or a retail setting or some kind of restaurant or distribution warehouse, toxic workplaces are very normal. And a lot of people who have bills to pay, or they're trying to pay off student loan debt, or they're trying to make sure that there's food on the table for their children, they can't just up and leave their job. It's a long transition for someone to recognize that they're working in a toxic environment to the point where they say, I'm going to leave this toxic environment, to the point of building up their resume and networking themselves and matching with a good next employer. It's a long process. So to just say that you need to not have a toxic work environment in your life is the most ignorant thing that she could have said. Toxicity exists. It exists in the workplace and it exists in the home life of people every single day.
Smartest person in that room, you got to go to another room. Like you don't, I want to be around really successful people because that's going to drive me to be successful. A lot of people get intimidated to be in a room full of smart thinkers, wealthy people, whatever it is. I want to be in that room because it also scares you to want to be to be the
motivates you and
person.
inspires you.
Yeah. I'm like, I gotta hustle. So
but
I
think
be back in
also
this room
because you see everything on social media and you think, oh, it's just a lifestyle, or oh, it's like really quick and easy and you can just post something, and it's not easy. When you do product shots, when you do post things that are work-related posts, it's still a job and it's still really hard, and success.
Okay, but let's talk about the team of people that each of these women has surrounding them. They have access, because of their financial positions, they have access to the best photographers, the best social media managers, the best makeup artists, the best people in hair and styling. All that they have to do is show up, sit in the chair, and pose for the shot. So let's not act like you're building these sets and you're the one who's making your outfits and come on, I get it. That's not I'm not going to say it's a cakewalk because that would just be discounting what they do manage to get done. But when you're in a wealthy position, you have access to things that nobody else has access to because they are the top 1% of America.
This is never easy. So you just, if you put in the work, you will see results. It's that simple.
So that was pretty much the clip that I wanted to react to. I want to read some of the comments because it is just so ignorant, the things that were said in this video. Them being in the 1%, they don't associate with the everyday person who is possibly working in a toxic work environment. Let's talk about people who might have to work in a toxic work environment so that they get a paycheck so that they can help put their kids through college, or maybe they're the caretaker for a sick family member. So to act like nobody wants to work, everyone's just lazy, and everyone's just complacent in toxic work environments it really just reminded me of how ignorant the Kardashians are. This is a perfect response. This comment says, work full-time, going to grad school, taking care of my severely disabled mother, taking care of my younger sister, sole breadwinner. I cook, clean, and do everything else you can think of. I almost forgot, I'm also working on fixing up my house. It's a fixer-upper all on my own. Word of advice, Kim, we don't need your advice. You sound very out of touch. Your struggles are not even close to what the general population is going through, especially now. The audacity of Kim saying that Wireless being the textbook example of a product of the rich and privileged is just so wildly out of touch. It's truly remarkable. If my job was getting my makeup done, getting dressed in designer outfits to attend fancy celebrity parties, getting paid for Instagram posts, and launch mediocre brands via a whole team doing everything for me, I'd be working nonstop too. And that's what I'm saying. When you start as a wealthy person and you have access to hiring people that can help you do everything, it is a lot easier. It is easier to say, oh, well, I'm out here working, nobody wants to work. She's an idiot, okay? And I know that some people kind of rag on me when I say idiot or dumb, but if I'm reacting to what you actually said and did, and my opinion on that is that you're dumb, then that's what I'm here to say. You know, for these women to try to come out and act like they are so relatable and so like they should be praised for what they've done. These are the most unrelatable people in America. And for this interview to come out right now, when people have lost their jobs because of the panini, people have had to change jobs, people are trying to figure out how they're going to figure out childcare if they're a single parent and they're being sent back to the office, or they've already been sent back to the office. All of these things, medical issues, debt. How am I going to pay for my kids' college when, you know, they're 10 years old and I don't have a penny saved? These are real issues that affect people every single day. So Kim Kardashian, you can take your message and your little speech here and shove it, because it is the stupidest thing that I've heard a celebrity say in a little while. And I hear celebrities say things like this all the time. But right now, to say, get off your ass and do the work is disgusting. It's privileged, and it has no place to be a PSA to anyone. So either way, tell me what you guys think. Have you seen this clip? Did you see it on social media? Tell me what you think. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.